What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chaos, and welcome to another new episode of Take It to the Table. I am here joined by none other than Soul. Welcome to the show, Soul. How you doing?
Good to be back.
Yes. We got a lot to get to pretty
Mm,
much go over, especially the latest breaking news that's been pretty hitting the internet and the IWC, and that is of course we're going to start off talking about Mustafa Ali has pretty much just recently said he's going to be requesting his release, and also we're going to be talking about certain one of the biggest storylines that's pretty much
mm,
blown up, and that is of course Nikki A.S.H turning heel and where that's gonna go to. See where
Fuck's
that
sake.
goes to. And of course there's been some rather uh, uh harsh
Spicy. Spicy.
criticism. Yes, yeah, that's it. Let's spicy little shooting that WWE has been doing, critiquing AEW's was it New Year's Street Fight with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
team
The
with
New Year's Street Fight on Rampage with Tycoon,
yes.
Amy, Penelope Ford, Bunny, and Anna Jay, which was great, by the way. It was great.
Oh, but yeah, of course, WWE doesn't feel that way. So we're obviously
No,
going to delve into
why
that.
would they? They're PG.
Exactly. And of course, we're going to finalize it by speaking up or giving our Royal Rumble predictions, who's going to win, who's pretty much going to be who's going to walk through that forbidden invisible door. Oh, it might not be nobody, but yeah, obviously we'll go into that as well and give our predictions. So yeah, jam-packed show. We got little time. Let's not waste any further time. Let's as always, let's take it to the table. All right. So yeah, like I said, we're going to be starting off with the latest breaking news that's just broken in the past couple hours, and that is from the man himself, Mustafa Ali, former leader of the most dangerous faction in all of wrestling. And when you got to say the name, when you say the name, you got to say it. You have to shout. So you got to say because it was also in capital letters. So it was
That's how it works now.
Retribution. Okay, really, my voice is yes. You got to say it like that.
Keep it down for the
Um,
neighbors. Keep it down for the neighbors.
Exactly. But so yeah, like I said, Mustafa Ali has said on his Twitter that he has requested his release. I actually got his quote right here, which I will
Mm.
put up for you guys. So here we go. So yeah, he basically said, I have a message that is much bigger than my dreams in pro wrestling. Despite my best efforts, I will not be able to deliver this message whilst working with WWE. Therefore, I am requesting my release from WWE, and he wrote his Jan Hancock at the bottom.
Mm.
So yeah, everyone was quite shocked. Some people obviously not surprised. He's in my one of one of the brightest stars on the
Mm.
roster. He's had a very up and down run in WWE.
Yeah.
Obviously, when he first started, he was getting a decent push. He had that the little feud with Daniel Bryan. Um, he could have been in the Elimination Chamber match, and unfortunately, he got injured prior to that, and that's when we
Imagine,
pretty much
imagine the timeline would have been if Ali never got injured. Imagine.
yeah. That's another thing. Well, we'll get into that obviously. Let me
Yeah.
just run down the
Yeah.
timeline, of course. So yeah, like I said, he would have been in the Elimination Chamber match, and then obviously got replaced by Kofi Kingston, and that's how we got Kofi Mania.
Mm.
When he came back, there was talk about him being the mysterious hacker, which was gone for months, and then
Oh my god.
eventually you saw all this destruction around the performance center. There was a box of tools scattered on the floor.
Ooh.
There was these random people throwing Molotov
Bob
cocktails
the
at.
Builder's come to ruin the performance center. Everybody's taking their boots.
It was all kinds of stuff. There was one guy threatening with a sword that didn't, chainsaw that didn't know and did anything. All these people vandalizing the performance
Oh,
center,
man.
and then it ended up being this called Retribution, which was led by Mustafa Ali, and it was pretty much his crew consisted of um a guy wearing a paper plate for a mask, um, someone that was wearing a girl that was wearing a mask that was way too big for her, and and obviously people that was just obviously shaving their heads, and they all just look like they came from a really low budget Mad Max movie. That's what it
or, or,
basically.
or they came from Glastonbury after a 3-week bender.
Definitely, definitely mixing, having a complete drug cocktail of things, and then
Oh,
just come back and just
coming in like,
somehow
I
ended
love
up in
you,
WWE.
Calvin Harris. It's like, ah, fucking sake. It's retribution. Retribution.
It's all kind. It was so shoddy. We all know how much we love slash hate retribution, and the reasons for destroying, and the other way that WWE could contain them was actually give them WWE contracts.
Yeah,
That was their reasons. That was their
that's how
reason
you
for
do it. That's how you
being
do it.
there.
You just
Uh,
keep them on main event, and then you're good to go.
Pretty much. And obviously they amounted to nothing, constant losing streaks. Eventually they pretty much broke up on the kickoff show, no less. I remember it was on the kickoff show, so no one was watching.
No.
And then Mustafa Ali had a on and off relationship with Mansoor. People thought that, for some people were thinking that was going to go to good, like decent and better things, and decided to break them up, and then they went to separate brands. And then Mustafa Ali was away on maternity leave, and he hasn't been back since, I believe, since the end of November, or since November, I should say.
I believe so.
Um, yeah. So yeah, it's been pretty manic, to say the least, for him. But yeah, he's requesting his release. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, he's had a real shit time on the main roster, hasn't he?
120%, yes.
Only
It's
gets
an
only
understatement.
gets spotlighted when they need a Saudi show pop. It's like, oh, we need someone for the Saudi show. Let's get Ali in, and then let's hide
Yeah,
him in the back for 12 months.
yeah, basically. Uh, but was he really slated for that? I thought that was Mansoor's.
I
I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was Ali because I'm pretty sure that was like the big meme going around. Is he where Ali was just like that's when he comes out of hiding, like Michael Bublé at Christmas.
Is it safe? Is my time? All right, cool.
My time is now.
Yeah, it's he definitely had an up and down state. Like they did, I think they just did him so wrong, and I don't
Yeah.
know what their issue for it. Like there's even talk now that I'm just reading upon it that Fightful Select have said that that obviously he's had a backstage argument with Vince recently.
Oh,
Vince has pretty much outright told him. Vince, this is Vince telling Ollie. He said this in an interview a few weeks back or a couple months back. He basically said that you're basically too clean. You're too clean. Wait, hold on. So I'm just getting the quote here. Uh, yeah, you're too clean. You're too polished, and I don't think you can take it. That sound.
For Vince to say too clean when his locker room in the fucking 80s and 90s was like a goddamn crack den.
That's why I think he agrees secretly. Remember when Undertaker was saying that how he misses the old days where like people used to come with guns to the arena.
I miss the old days when my locker room was like a cesspool of drugs.
Everyone was chewing tobacco and shooting up before they went out in WrestleMania. Like I'm pretty sure
women would do bra and penny matches. None of this actual wrestling. The good old days.
It's actually freaking crazy. Ali, there's also word saying Ali released a vignette weeks ago showcasing a new America gimmick that looked promising for the young star and has social media buzzing. The character was initially accepted, but those in power in WWE changed their mind at last minute. It is in its place. There was a pitch from Vince McMahon for something Ali would have never done, which I got a feeling. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be them that anti-America, freaking Muhammad Hassan type of shit.
Almost Muhammad Hassan's like, let's go round two, let's bring it back.
Yeah, of course, because I know that ended like where before Vince wanted it to end. Like
because of the 7-Eleven bombs in London, and they aired the episode of SmackDown where Taker got jumped by masked men. It was like, yeah, that was a good idea, boys. That was a good idea.
Very good, very good. Yeah. So yeah, I got a feeling it's something along the because he just loves that anti-America shit. I don't know what's his problem with that's been going on since the 80s, and he still thinks it's still cool.
Probably Vince is a wee laddie, some Chad American boy with the blonde hair, blue eyes, stole his lady, and he was like, retribution for the rest in peace.
Exactly. It's absolutely crazy.
If you look at Ali's quote though, what do you think is going to be his future? Because it kind of sounds like he's kind of done with wrestling, but not in a way with WWE. So, what is Ali's future?
He is someone that I can imagine in AEW, but like I said, that roster is so bloated right now. I think they need to lessen their. I think that unfortunately for them, I accept them making cuts because they blew they didn't do it to WWE standards when they were just hoarding people.
No, they needed at the start, but now they've got a lot of star power. They don't need those people who originally helped build them, which is a bit like it's just the way business works. You need people to help boost to get the big guys, and then those little guys aren't usable anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm totally fine with them even I'm cool with them, Jericho moving on. I'm fine with, like the Sean Spearses, the Jake Hagers, them kind of people. I'm fine for them and then obviously keep I think they built up their own people enough to carry Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus is
they're over shit.
Yeah, they're hella over. MGF is
the
biggest
Hardy
heel.
family office. Get rid of the Hardy family office.
Yes.
Then have Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy versus the Young Bucks in a retirement match. Easy. Sells tickets, gets the eyes on the product.
There you go then. Yeah, 110%. I agree with you there. I would love to see that. So yeah, definitely let go of people. Make it show that it's not as bloated. And then just bring in new people. And Ali, I think he fits AEW's mode. I don't think there's a certain ceiling that you can get to in Impact.
I could see him thriving in the X division.
Yeah, but like I said, it's the broadcasting or like the reach, should I say?
Yeah, it's because Impact on that Access TV thing, and that's just not good.
That's what I'm saying, and I feel like he can be a top star. So the only platform that I think that can do that is AEW or maybe, if anything, New Japan. But I don't think his style fits New Japan. Definitely not. So that's why I think AEW will be a better mold for him.
Watch it. He's gonna swerve us and go to GCW.
I was about to say that. I was thinking maybe he could do that. He could probably do that 110%. I wouldn't say no to that. I mean, that'll be a nice temporary home for him, and then that build his name up. So it's a real shame. I really, I feel like he was someone that was pitching ideas after ideas after ideas to Vince and the creative team, but I think they made their mind up before he even opened his mouth. I think they just want him to be.
I think it's like how Eric Young said on Twitter that this basically describes the situation of everyone the last 2 years. Pitching ideas. So basically, Eric Young said on Twitter that it was basically like the last 2 years, this whole situation describes everyone on the roster pitching ideas, and then end up just getting fed up and leaving.
Yeah.
Because you can only bang on the wall so long until your hands get bloodied and you say you're done.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I just don't even see why they can't. If they don't really like it, why don't they take an element of that wrestler's idea and then build on top of that and then push it back to them? Don't just say, nope, scrap that and we give you something totally opposite and even worse.
Well, you know what they did? They took Bray Wyatt's awesome gimmick and gave it to Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. One of the worst moments, in my opinion, the worst moments of 2021.
I would agree with you there.
So yeah, I hope she doesn't come back as that. I want her back.
It looks like she is, mate. It looks like she is.
I know.
Get rid of that Lily Doll merch. It's gonna sell like hotcakes.
I'm hoping it's a swerve. I want it.
A Vince Russo swerve. She comes out with all that Lily gear shit, and then surprise, it's like Tinkerbell.
TikTok, for fuck's sake. Or she might somehow side with Nikki A.S.H back again. I don't know.
Yes, Nikki A.S.H comes out like Magneto, and she comes out like what? Something like that.
Magneto. The fuck. But yeah, an update from Fightful. Just running this up. He said inquiries were made about Ali's WWE status since he has been absent from WWE in the recent weeks. It was noted that obviously he asked for only a one show off for paternity leave, despite not being featured on WWE programming since November 2021. It led people within the company to believe that his paternity leave had been extended. However, a lot of other reasons reportedly led to his extended absence. He did a vignette about this new America gimmick. Yeah. Yeah, he said too polished, too clean, too nice. I don't know if you have it in you. Even pre-pandemic, I was struggling to maintain television presence, and I know it was all character based. When you pitch 1,000,001 ideas as far as stories, there you go. Characters, promos, this and that, and you always get told that you're good, but then nothing happens. You start pointing the finger at you start pointing the finger at everybody except for you. After sitting at home for 7 months and then finally coming back to Raw, only to pick up a few victories and then go back to not being on Raw and now being stuck on main event, you're kind of scratching your head. Like, what have I got to do? And then you realize you got to go and ask the hard questions. I went up to Vince McMahon himself and said, what am I missing? And he said, too polished, too clean. Sources have reached out to WWE to see if they've granted the request, but there's been no word. Okay, so do you think that he's probably going to get his grant?
I mean, look at the way things been are. They're cutting because of budget. You can't just have someone come up and saying, "Oh, hey, I want my release," and then it's told no. And then you just go, "Hey, you've just released 30 wrestlers and backstage guys for budget cuts, and you're going to keep me? Why? Doesn't make sense. Goes against your whole fucking logic."
Yeah. But that's how they are these days. They're fucking backwards.
Yeah, literally, the whole mid card is just going to say, "I'm out. Fuck y'all," and it's just going to be top guys for like 6 months.
Exactly. It's and you're burning them out because obviously, like, you got so much TV time to cover, and you just like,
it's not even like the mid card titles are worth shit. Because when the last time
oh my god,
the title's been defended?
Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that. Flipping the IC title is non-existent. The US title is a joke. I'm just like, yeah,
the fucking 24/7 title's been defended more than the IC title.
I don't know why they rate that higher. That it doesn't make any sense.
It's that Clockwork piece of shit more than the beautiful IC, well, the former beautiful IC title.
Yes, absolutely backwards. I don't know what it doesn't make any sense. Your guess is as good as mine. I really think they're just thinking
like
along the way.
Said. It's like what Chris Jericho said, that Vince McMahon said, nobody cares about the fucking Intercontinental title.
Yeah, I remember that quote. Yeah.
It's
absolutely backwards. But yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on this. Hopefully, we hear something regarding the release, if they grant it or not, or they're probably going to try and give him buckets of money because they think that he's worth something, and then they're going to give him a little mega push, and then they forget him like they did to Cesaro. Like, what? What the hell have they done to Cesaro?
They were like, let's try a new toy. He's not selling as much merch. Put him back in the fucking mid card.
Oh my god, what was that makeshift team that he was in with Mansoor? Like, I swear they would be like the last time they even interacted each other was when Cesaro actually faced Mansoor on one of them Saudi shows, and then that was when Mansoor was on an Undertaker streak and was winning.
Mansoor's gonna be the new fucking Taker at Saudi. Just like 20 years down the line, he's gonna be 31-0. Like the Rock's daughter's gonna end up breaking the streak, and it'd be like, whoa, this is revolutionary.
They're gonna be like completely coming out of nowhere saying, "Yep, this was all the plan all along. This
long-term booking, boys. Long-term booking."
You gotta love it. So Matt Williams has said, WWE is a Mickey Mouse entertainment company. AEW trying to save what's left of the public opinion of wrestling here in the US. Yeah,
I wouldn't say just AEW though. I think GCW is one of the way, if you look at the landscape now compared to the 90s, WWE is basically WWE. AEW is like WCW, but when it was good and hot with the NWO angle, and GCW is like ECW, that alternative that people really like because it's the underdog.
Yeah.
And then there's Impact. Just Impact being Impact.
Impact's doing their own thing. They ain't worried about competition.
They're like the little kid in the corner with their crayons, like, look, Daddy.
Yeah, they're like Nintendo. They're like Nintendo. They don't bother with the competition.
No, it's like Sega making the Genesis and then the 32 Saturn, and then just making consoles out, like shooting out consoles. It's like, we're trying new shit.
110%. And Matt Williams finishes off saying wrestling isn't cool anymore, and that's WWE's fault. I wouldn't say it's not cool.
I wouldn't say it's not cool. No.
Yeah, I would say it's not cool. Definitely they have a part in it. Kind of like, obviously, not making it be the same boom back in maybe even going up to ruthless aggression era. I mean, I don't think it's ever hit the heights then.
I would say it's still money worthy because obviously they're all these companies are making profits and there's advertisers in it. Wrestling's adapt with the times, with the way the world works now and how streaming and pay-per-views and all that change. It just adapts. It's never going to be like the 90s where it was like 60 million people watch Hogan body slam Andre.
Yeah.
It's just
people are more clued up now. People
know the backstage stuff about it. It's not like that mystique about it. Like the fact about like if this was like the 90s, we wouldn't have known about Ali requesting his release. It would have been something like Kevin Nash. He would have just appeared on Nitro.
Yeah, exactly.
Times change.
Which in a way, I wish that we could still kind of have that kind of element. I mean, it's only if you're lucky that you see surprise entrances.
Imagine how crazy AEW's product would be. Just all these former WE guys just showing up out of nowhere, and we would be like, "What the fuck?"
I mean, they were big back then, but yeah, they would definitely be bigger. 110%.
Imagine if we never knew about Bryan Danielson, like his contract and all that, and he just appeared at All Out.
Yes.
And Adam Cole. That would have been like, oh, Jesus Christ. I'm dying over here.
110%. That would be that's one thing I do miss. The internet does mess that up a bit, but yeah, it is what it is. Times have changed, and
it is what it is.
It is what it is. But yeah, that's our thoughts on Mustafa Ali and his release. Hopefully, he gets what he wants. You want your people to be happy. He's got a kid. He's got a kid now. And he just wants to be like positive minded and care for his well-being. If he doesn't want to be there, he doesn't want to be there. Like can't hold him again.
Ali's doing the best for himself, and that's what you need to do.
Exactly. And if and he's well within his right. He's well within. He's not being selfish or anything. So do it. So all the best to him. We'll keep up on this, and I'm sure you will be hearing all the breaking news on Wrestling Republic also as well. All right. So moving straight on. Someone has moved to the dark side.
I'm sorry. You mean? I think you mean the English side. Is her heel going to be English? She's going to go from Scottish and her heel's English.
Probably.
I would dig that. I would actually dig that. No shit. If he just comes out on Raw speaking an English accent, I'm like, WWE, they know the foreign market. She comes out with a picture of Nicola Sturgeon and burns it, and it's like, that's a heel. That's a heel.
That would be different. That's what you call creative. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Creative. Don't you mean creative? That doesn't work. Sorry. That's
Indeed.
Are you surprised Nikki turned heel and not Rhea Ripley?
I am. I was totally expecting it. There was definitely the way there was obviously panning it was definitely going to happen. So for those that haven't seen Raw, first off,
that's probably a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, first off, I envy you. But yeah. So what happened was basically there was meant to be a little interview between Nikki A.S.H and Rhea Ripley, and they were saying, Rhea Ripley was basically saying that they've talked and they basically think that now it's come to time, or like she was about to say something, and then Nikki A.S.H basically interrupted her and said, "What Rhea's trying to say is that we're going to go and challenge for the tag team titles again." And then Rhea Ripley was like, "Bitch, no, I didn't say that.
I don't want to stick in this tag division. Fuck off. I want to be a single star."
But basically, yeah, she said like, "No, I think we should end this." And Nikki was like saying, "I know we've gone on a down slope, but we can do this." I'm not even going to bother trying to impersonate her because her accent is strong as hell. And then they basically was saying, can we be friends and all this kind of stuff, or maybe we should just leave it as it is. And then Nikki was busy posing to the crowd and stuff, and then you could see that Rhea was kind of in a way like looking like she was about to
rolling up the arm for the old clothes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
pretty much
block off.
And then they basically embraced one more time, and then Nikki A.S.H completely just clocked. It looked like she clocked over the throat. It looked brutal.
Right for the jugular.
And then yeah, she basically turned into Thanos and then just ruined her at the end.
We're gonna get Nikki A.S.H the belt collector.
No.
Takes the IC title, takes the US, takes the men's, the universals, the women's, NXT, and just combines them all, and we just get the re-emergence of the Divas title.
Oh my god! Like the Infinity Stones. She's basically collecting them as Infinity Stones. That's what she's doing.
You want the Divas title back? I'll bring back the Divas title with all the evilness in my body. And then the replicas sell like miles on the shop, so everyone wins.
Yeah, probably, yeah. So we're going off of the tangent, but yeah, what's your thoughts on the heel turn? Did it surprise you? Like, and where do you think this where could it realistically go from here?
So it didn't surprise me; it just more confused me.
Right.
I was expecting Rhea to turn heel because I think Rhea works good as a heel, like that bad girl you want to get with, but if you get 100%. With, you will die.
Yeah, her heel run in the UK was
good.
Top notch.
Very, yeah. So where does this go now? I feel like this was like we tried Nikki A.S.H as a babyface and it didn't work, and a babyface champion, it didn't work. Let's try it as a heel champion. Maybe is she going to win the Rumble?
No.
Oh God,
I don't think so. No.
But I think it's just because do WWE have any really good female heels?
They have Zelina. They have Carmella.
Who do what? Who do what? I mean, Selena's not even had a title shot from the Queen of the Ring. Didn't you used to get that in the back of the day with the King of the Ring? You get a title shot.
They never said that. They never said it was going to be a title shot. They just, she just won it.
And they were like, let's just meet the demand. People want this equality, and let's, it's just, God damn it.
Yeah. I think with that one,
they're good wrestlers if they're given good material, but
exactly that's the thing. My money, well, actually, I'll wait for my predictions as to what's going to happen.
Oh, is there going to be a swerve here? You're going to be like, nah, psych, bro. Nikki A.S.H, you're a Rumble winner.
Damn it! Now I have to rethink. All right, cool. But yeah, I think that in a way, because it was unexpected, I'm curious, like, as to what they got. Obviously, we don't have to wait long. Monday Night Raw is on tomorrow. I'm just wondering, is she going to still do the A.S.H gimmick? If she does, is she going to wear all black because she's heel now?
Nah. She's going to be Homelander from The Boys. That's what she's going to do. She's going to go Homelander.
So wait,
she saw Cody and was like, "Give me that fucking cape."
That's what I'm saying. I feel like, is this going to be a dig to Cody?
I just thought something. Get Cody as Homelander, Nikki A.S.H as Stormfront. Power couple.
Oh my God.
Yes. Book it, Vince, you madman. Fucking book it. Nikki A.S.H as Stormfront. Oh.
It will ruin it. No. As much as I'm down for that, but no. I would so be on for that. But yeah, he's somehow putting dewdrop in it and somehow mess it up. I don't know. I don't trust that guy anything. I don't even trust him with a pencil. And there's proof why I don't trust him with a pencil, because he had all these segments about a pencil, and now what happened to them segments? They all just disappeared now.
Mate, I don't even trust Vince McMahon with breathing.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck up breathing. Yeah, he'd breathe, and then he would just be like, this breathing's challenging me to a fight. And it's just like, I
think it's crazy enough to even think that. I think it's crazy enough to even have that kind of mindset. I mean, he hates people that sneeze or coughs, one of them.
He must have hated the fucking pandemic then.
Oh yeah, 100%. He hates it, man. He's either sneezing or he hates people eating in front of him. He's a weird guy. And that's an understatement. He is a weird guy. I remember Brody Lee made some little parodies of it.
Yeah, they were fun.
They were funny. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm gonna see. Obviously, hopefully, it's not one of the things that happened, and then you don't see her for a couple of weeks, and then they're gonna carry on as if nothing happened. But yeah, I'm curious to see if they're gonna keep it. It all depends. It all hinges on, are they gonna keep on with the superhero gimmick, and if they are, how they're gonna pull it off and make it not look cringy and just this absolute cringe. And that's for some reason that's a really, really hard task for WWE to do. So
honestly, I see them keeping the hero gimmick because it's on the shop and it sells product.
Yeah. Is it because they want to do that? Because they want to do sell more merch and have two alternatives?
Probably.
Maybe.
I mean, they made for Alexa Bliss. They made the Lily doll. They made the Charlotte doll. I honestly, I'm not surprised if every time if she kills, still keeps this gimmick to use to someone, we get a doll in the shop of that wrestler she feuds with. Because it's all about that money.
All about that money, baby. So yeah, but that's our thoughts about it. Please let us know in the comments what you think this is gonna happen with Nikki A.S.H. And going on from here. So moving swiftly, we're gonna be talking about some little comments that a little company named WWE has been making towards another little company named AEW. So basically, on the December 31st, on New Year's, on their Rampage edition of New Year's Smash, because it was like a whole weeks long thing. There was basically a tag team street fight, a women's tag team street fight, which consisted of Ty Conti, Anna Jay, the Bunny, and Penelope Ford. And it was in my opinion, it was very, very good. Already probably a match, even though you can't really say it's match of the year candidate because technically it happened on December 31st. But if in my own personal list, I will make it. I'll park it as match of the year candidate for this year because it was just freaking great.
I would say it was on par with Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa's match.
110%. Because it came out of nowhere, and the
Bunny
violence.
did the fucking job with that. Did you see her face during that match? It was like fucking Carrie with that shit. It was like, oh, I'm no fucking with her. Away from crazy.
It was crazy, absolutely crazy. There was moonsaults on top of onto tables. There was just I think the ending was thumbtacks. The ending was with a barbed wire and then a submission onto the Bunny.
The Queen Slayer. Oof.
Yeah, and there was one bit where she was about to charge at her, but she actually slipped on the on the tacks. But I thought that was a sweet spot. She did splits. That was pretty cool. I actually feel like the Bunny is actually underrated.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like the way I saw it was like at the beginning was like she was very just shy and trying to find her spot. And what she knew. But as she's going on and on, she's improving. I think because obviously the women division's improving and they're letting them do their own shit. It's good.
100%. I feel like the Bunny and especially Anna Jay, like them two are definitely ones that have gotten better over time. That now that you're right. The WWE, the AEW's women division is definitely improving. Still got a few teething problems.
No,
but
it definitely still got a bit to go. I feel like the TBS title will improve it. Seeing how it goes on. It gives the women more to do. We're not just going to get a show that has one women's match just to throw it on.
Yeah, exactly. But as we said, because since that match, a representative of WWE was questioned about this on the Toronto Star, and this is what they basically said. So the Toronto Star recently put out an article taking a look at the ongoing competition between WWE and AEW, with the story showing how close the two promotions are in the key demographics between TSN and Sportsnet 360 in Canada. So WWE said, you know what, this is what we think of AEW. So they said, if you look at the gory self-mutilation that bloodied several women in the December 31st event on TNT, it quickly becomes clear that these are very different businesses. We've had an edgier product in the Attitude Era, and in a 2022 world, we don't believe that type of dangerous and brutal display is appealing to network partners, sponsors, venues, children, or the general public as a whole. Okay.
One second, Chaos. 1 second. What a bunch of fucking arseholes. I'm sorry, but didn't we have during the pandemic? Seth Rollins gouged Rey Mysterio's fucking eye out on the iron steps.
Preach. Tell him.
Exactly. It's like they eventually went, oh, they did it before us. Fuck you. Fucking man the fuck up. You didn't do it first. Boo-hoo. Your competition beat you. They beat your black and gold brand. We have the real black and gold brand. Go away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're
This,
salty. They're
of
salty.
course, they're salty. They're salty as fuck.
They're saltier than fucking fish and chips.
It's apps. Oh my god! It's I don't know what they're on about. They make it sound like as if I would understand if we got that kind of stuff every episode, where to the point where it's just unwatchable.
If it was like CCW, where every match is like death match, hardcore.
Yeah,
fair enough. But when's the last time we got that kind of match was the Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker match? Was at St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, exactly. I just don't get the mindset. It doesn't make any sense.
I also like the quote in at Chaos that they said, like, we had a product back then. That was the Attitude Era. Forget that. This is now. Basically, you want the Attitude Era back? Nah, we're sticking with our PG shit.
Whether you like it or not, bitches.
We're PG now. Fuck off.
It's just ignorance, absolute ignorance, and they can't say anything. Like they've said and done some crazy enough stuff.
Let's list them off. We've got Brock Lesnar beating Randy Orton's head in to give him a concussion and make him bleed at SummerSlam. We've had Vince McMahon say the N-word in front of Booker T and his wife.
Yeah, he also said, he said the F-bomb to his son.
Yeah, said the F-bomb to his son. The Rey Mysterio thing, which I've already mentioned.
Yeah, he said he made wrestlers say derogatory things, or like some, like, remember when Paige said about to Nikki Bella that she should have died in the womb.
Or when Paige said to Charlotte Flair about her recently dead brother didn't have any fight in him.
That's Triple H saying, it's you to Booker T, it's you people like you that don't make it.
Denny. Booker T should have won that match. We all know Booker T should have won that fucking match, but Triple H had to get his golden shovel out and fucking bury the man.
Yep. And take 36 seconds to pin the guy. It's just, anyway.
But I mean,
absolutely. So,
do you think this shows that WWE are wary of AEW now? Like they're like,
they fear. I don't care what anyone says. As big as WWE are, to a certain degree, they fear AEW. If they didn't, they wouldn't be, trying to convince people to not sign over there, give them big money contracts. I mean, they tried to take AEW tried to sign Lita to have a long-term program with Britt Baker. They threw everything to Lita to convince her to do it, and that's why it's like.
And viewers, keep that comment by Chaos in mind because that relates to my Royal Rumble pick.
Exactly, keep that in mind. Definitely. It's I think they fear. They don't feel. No one's gonna no one's gonna put WWE out of business. There's no chance in hell.
God no.
That'll be a cold day in hell.
They're set for life. That's
110%. But it doesn't take away the fact that AEW has done damage to them.
Yeah,
they are done doing something. I mean, their rating finally matching Raw in definitely in the key demographic. That's how serious it is right now, especially
the fact like someone like Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson looked at WWE and said, "Nah," and then went to AEW.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They didn't get released. They actually
they let their contract expire. We're happy enough to probably go to another company. Same pay, bigger pay, lower pay. We don't know. But are they happy? Yes. Are they with their friends? Yes. Are they working a lighter schedule? Yes. That's it.
What does that tell you?
Exactly. This alternative is better for the wrestlers, and that's at the end of the day what we want.
I mean, they tried to give Bryan Danielson the world. They were gonna finally open that forbidden door and make him work with New Japan. He still said no. What does that fucking tell you?
Exactly.
What does that tell you? So, they fear them. They hate them with a passion.
They do.
So, I don't care what anyone says. It's not about being a mark, or it's being smart about it and just thinking of like there's all these clues right here that they fear them. But anyway, so what was I saying? What they said was just absolutely ignorant. Doesn't make any sense. they can go fuck themselves with that. And yeah, like I just love how this person didn't make themselves known that they were that of them. Like
I bet you it's Bruce Pritchard.
Probably. He is a yes man. So yeah.
Oh, he is. Well, then let's get on to the next pay-per-view, the Royal Rumble predictions.
Of course, yes. So yeah, it's less than 2 weeks away, and it's the Royal Rumble. We got both, and it's on a Saturday. Thank God.
Fucking so, yeah. Yes.
I'm
so
happy for
praised us for this one.
Definitely. Before we get into this as well, do you think this pay-per-view should be the next one to benefit from a 2-night experience like WrestleMania?
Ooh,
in the future.
That is a good one. One night for the men, one night for the women's.
Yeah, because when you think about it, if
you think about it, yeah. But would you keep the Rumble count the same at 30, or would you increase it if you got 2 nights?
I'd say keep it at 30. It's worked like with just one, and it was fine. So I'd say keep it at 30. Yeah. I'll say.
I do think with 2 Rumbles, it makes it a bit,
Why at the same time? You mean?
Yeah, if you could trying to work 2 Rumbles into one pay-per-view, it is a bit time constraining.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I think that's why I think it would definitely benefit having two, and it makes more people be on the card, just like how it is with Mania. So yeah, definitely one for the women's, one for the men. I think obviously women can obviously main event, like it's improving. So yeah, why the hell not? Yeah, I think that down the line, I think hopefully next year onwards. And yeah, please WWE, do not go back to one night for Mania. I've been to the last
8 hours of shit. I don't need another Samoa Joe and Mysterio match that went 3 minutes.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, let's get into the Rumble picks, eh? Let's get into the Rumble picks.
Yes. You go first. What's your Rumble pick?
Okay. So for the men's, I'm going with Kevin Owens to win.
Kevin Owens.
I'm going with Kevin Owens.
Okay. What's your reasons?
So my main big reason is because of his re-signing with the company. You don't re-sign with the company unless you're given some little incentive.
But didn't he get his incentive already?
His incentive could be winning the Rumble.
Okay. All right.
That's what I think. And I'm going to say for the females, Lita.
That's my pick as well, Lita. Hey. I think she's going to do exactly. They're basically copy pasting what Drew McIntyre did with Brock Lesnar. I think she's going to be the one that's going to eliminate Charlotte Flair from the Rumble. And then she's probably just going to go there and win. Probably going to be out of it for a majority of it because Charlotte Flair took her out. But then she's going to last to the end. I think she's going to probably go
fair to Lita because Lita deserves it.
Yeah, and she hasn't had a month. She hasn't had the singles. She hasn't had the singles main event WrestleMania match, has she?
I don't. No, not to my knowledge. I mean, she was with that Edge and Foley one, but besides that, I can't think of any other one.
Yeah, so I think this was
give it to Lita.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's she's still top tier. I mean, Charlotte's already faced Trish at Stratus. Trish at one of the before. Yeah, give it to Lee. 100%. Yeah, why not? Not trying to put another notch on her belt. So yeah, I'm down for that. For the men's, for me, I would say I'm still having high hopes for Big E. I'm thinking hopefully Big E. Just the way lately he's been booked is not very good, especially last week's Raw.
Not good at all.
Yeah, especially last week's Raw. That was just like he's basically getting the Kofi treatment. That train is sailed. But I'm hoping it's a swerve for people to think that all right, it's gone past, and then he somehow makes a resurgence and win the Rumble. And probably he will be the one that actually takes the title from Reigns, which I think was meant to be the original plan. Maybe
you never know. You never know with WWE. They swerve last like motherfuckers.
Yeah, 110%. I think the only person that I think deserves to take the title from Reigns would be Big E. That is a huge accolade. If you really want to push stars and build them up, that is the way to do it. I would say he would still go with the plan that was originally that was meant to be. But yeah, I think. But one thing I want to see. I dare the men's Rumble to make Johnny Knoxville be in the 5-4.
Oh, fuck off.
I dare them.
Put Johnny Knoxville in and then get eliminated by someone random. That'll be it.
I just want to. I like the way
you just want to swerve. You want to swerve. Chaos wants to swerve anybody.
I don't I don't want him to win, but just at least make it to the final four.
You just want to swerve. Well, hey, that's it. That's what we want. And that
just imagine though.
Well, hey, just imagine. Well, hey, that's our Rumble pick, everybody. That's it. That's our Rumble picks. Silence done and done. It's the end of the show.
That's what I think. That's what I think. But yeah, let us know in the comments as well. I know we're live currently, but let us know in the comments when you watch this video of what's your thoughts on the predictions and who you want to win the Royal Rumble. But yeah, and as we wind down in this, that's pretty much the end of our show, guys. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Like I said, as always, please like, share, subscribe, and of course comment on the show. It goes a long way here on Wrestling Republic. So yeah, so as always, please sorry, why am I saying please? Thank you very much for joining us, Soul, once again.
Always happy to be here, mate.
Of course, and of course, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe Wrestling Republic and Take It to the Table. Follow us on all the social platforms at Wrestling Republic and at official_TITTT. I have been your host, Chaos. He has been Soul. Until next time, guys. Peace.